It's very hard, a lot of small roads in, let's say, the first 100k, and then afterwards it's a bit bigger, a bit more relaxed. But you have to be really awake in the first half of the race.
Yeah. Rick Verbrugge told us that it's not a good thing to race at the back of the peloton, but it's better to stay in front and to take the race in your hands.
It's never a good thing to race in the back because you cannot see what happens, especially when there are small roads. Because then, if something happens, let's say a crash, the bunch splits, you have to start chasing, and the moment you have to start chasing, it's the moment you start losing a race most of the time.
Dan gaat hij een beetje bergop, zeker?
Een beetje, hè?
Stijl.
Ideaal.
En boven blijft dat zo 2 kilometers vlak zo.
Kijk Rick, ik zal je zeggen dat er op het lijf geschreven van Yves en mij. Die Ardennenman, ik zou dat niet meepakken.
The guys that will try something early on, they for sure will not win the World Championship because it's 280 kilometers, it's so long, it's so fatiguing with the length of the race. So it would be a mistake to go too early, I think, in a race like that, like in every super long race. But every effort you do in the approach of the local laps is something you carry with you until the finish line. So it always takes like a bit of your capacities. It takes a bit of your fuel. I don't have I don't have that many strong sides, but it's like the endurance part of cycling is my strong side. A lot depends on how riders finish the Tour de France or how they get out of the Vuelta even, or what happened in the Canadian races or in Equatour. I mean, a lot comes into play, and also because it's the end of the season. I mean, you really notice the general level of the bunch going down after the Tour de France, because it's like the biggest race of the year, and everybody has had it a bit with the season. So there's always a really big part of the bunch that it will be in a lesser shape than they were in April, for sure.
You saw already on Google Maps and you saw the race. What do you think how the race will be on the local circuit?
From what I've heard, it will look a bit like Glasgow last year or a Canadian race in Quebec. This typical city circuit race, which is very hard, very intensive, but it's already after a whole lot of kilometers, which makes it even harder. And I think, and I hope that, like before the last lap, and let's say after the 200k line, riders will start to drop like faster and faster. I think it can be a very big bunch, but then all of a sudden, 2 kilometers later, there's only 15 guys left, and everything is possible. But for sure, there will be only strong riders in the final. Let's say the final 25k.
If you have to name some favorites.
It's the same question as before the classic season. There were like 20 plus riders in contention of podium results, and it's I think the same names. Yeah. Let's say Alaphilippe, for example, is. Everybody has seen the spring season. There were a bunch of Belgian riders finishing we didn't win a lot of races, but we were always on the podium or like in contention of the win with different riders. So, and each of us is leader in his own team. So most of us aren't used to riding for other riders, which are most of the time our competitors. So it's a big challenge for Rick to try to bring us all in one line. But we've done it before. I mean, my first World Championships was in Qatar, and there we also had on paper 8 leaders, but in reality we were a block behind Tommeke.
Yeah. But your role has changed since 2016 as well. No?
Yes, but not so much, because in 2016 also, just before the Worlds, I was in super good shape. So maybe a bit. I hope I go up the ladder. I'm really curious about what Rick's plan is going to be. Yeah. I hope, of course, to be protected naturally, but that's what all the selected riders will hope for.